I've got a pretty bad looking 3D printed part, and I bought the DSPIAE ESA Reciprocating sander, so let's test it. First we need to get rid of the plastic wrap to have a look at what the box tells us about this tool. Apparently 20 minutes of charging will lead to 100 minutes of sanding, and the light in the pan indicates the battery level. And the tool comes with a full charge, which is nice, so we can directly get into sanding. There are also 10 lighting styles to choose from. I don't know why this is important to have, but okay. The box also tells us what's inside. The sanding tool with a power cord, self-adhesive sandpaper going from 180 to 1000 grit, while I will probably never use the stuff above 400 grit. And then there are 8 different sanding heads fitted for arcs, right angles, etc. What's neat is when you pull out the box of the box, they have visualized which color different battery charging stages have. This will be indicated by the light bar in the handle. Then there are the instructions how to set up different lighting styles, but let's skip that. On the other side, a more detailed explanation on which adhesive sandpaper is supposed to go with which sanding head. The tool has 3 gears. If you press the button once, the tool goes into the first gear. If you press the button again, within the next 3 seconds it goes into the second gear, and the same for the third gear. If you wait for more than 3 seconds and press the button, it will turn off. So don't throw away the paper boxes, those are apparently your only instructions. Now the actual toolbox looks pretty nice. There are 2 magnets that hold the lid closed, 2 plastic bags for the sandpapers, and here is the tool. I actually think this cap is unnecessary, but it makes it look neat. Now let's turn it on, and here you can see if you turn it on and wait for more than 3 seconds, the next button push will turn it off again. And like I said, to switch the gears you just push it within 3 seconds. The sanding heads are just pushed onto the rod, basically just like your electrical toothbrush. And the sound or noise is also quite similar to a toothbrush. Now let's check out the sanding papers. Luckily they are pre-sliced and you can easily get them from the carrier paper and stick them to your sanding heads. The big advantage of this tool is that you can reach areas that are not accessible for your Dremel, which always has round sanding tools. This tool on the other hand mimics the forwards and backwards motion you have by hand sanding. This way hopefully sanding tiny edges or details will become more convenient. There are also a bunch of stickers that you can glue onto the sanding heads to remind you which grit you currently use. With that, let's finally look how good this thing works. What I directly noticed was that the tool creates a lot of vibration on the part, but also in the hand, and it doesn't sand away the amount of material that its smaller brother is capable of. For this one I already made a video that you can check out by clicking the link in the info box. But it really is convenient to get into small spots. There are use cases where one tool doesn't really fit, like in this case where it wouldn't be possible with this tool to sand parallel to the surface. And then there are use cases where this tool is not working great due to the shape of the part, but the other one would work. After I got rid of the print lines, I also went up to 1000 grit, where you can also use a bit of water to wet sand, which also helps avoiding hazardous dust flying around. This tool really shines the most for these special use cases like sanding rounded parts or rectangles. Of course, all of this can also be achieved by hand sanding, but for those tiny edges it might make your life easier. Now, if you would ask me to choose between this one and the rotary tool, I would probably still go with the rotary tool due to the price difference and also the fact that a rotary tool removes more material at the same time. But maybe you have a use case where you don't even have to sand away a lot of material and that's not an issue for you at all. I have an affiliate link to Aliexpress for both of them in the description, so if you want to buy them and use my link, I get a few cents and you pay the same. And that's a wrap. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments what you think of this tool and whether you get it or not. And I'll catch you in the next video.